Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the morning routine. Happy Friday, everybody. It is Friday, May the 26th, 2017, the Friday before Memorial Day, which means that most of us have at least a 3-day weekend, which is absolutely amazingly awesome, right? So I hope everybody's doing fantastic. I hope this week was a productive week, and I hope this weekend is going to be a weekend of, what would this weekend be a weekend of? Let's see, a weekend of rest and relaxation, a weekend of getting some work done at the home, a weekend of spending some special time with the family. That's what I hope for all of us for this weekend. So it's up and coming. Here it is, and it is Friday. And man, today was one of those days when the alarm went off, woke up, and rolled over, and lost a lot of time right there. So I am in a like a little bit behind this morning. So it doesn't happen very often, but wow, look at it. My hair is getting long, isn't it, guys? Wow. Okay, sorry. Still putting my mind together. So realized something the other day in conversation. Men have a blessing that we take for granted. We have a blessing of just not caring. Now, before you rush to pass judgment on that, what I mean is, we were talking in a group, and there was ladies and men there. Morning, Dad. Have a great walk this morning. And we were all having a conversation. And one of the ladies said something about when is a specific thing happened on a specific date that had whatever. And I was like, the guys were like, I don't know. Like, we know what we need to know today, and like tomorrow is tomorrow. We just have this blessing that we really just worry about what's going on today. Like, tomorrow is tomorrow, you know? And we don't have checklists in our minds of keeping things. We're very blessed with that. So I never realized that until the other day. Now I know, though. So lots of things to share this morning, guys. Here we go. This, interesting. So an up-and-coming way, they've been using it already. I know that Facebook already uses this idea of sorts, sort of, a little bit different, but sort of. But the idea of gamifying the hiring process to make it more effective. You say, what, gamifying? Like, gamifying. So gamifying the hiring process is a relatively new trend in the way companies find talented candidates, but it's gaining traction. So the reason why they're trying to find different ways of hiring, okay, numbers. 95% of companies admit to making bad hires every year. 95%. So if you are a business owner, if you had hired people and have had a struggle with that person, guess what? You're one of the 95%. It's not you. It's just that's how it works, okay? 88% of employers are allowing more candidates to complete their applications even after they fail screening questions. 88 out of 100 are allowed to fill out applications even after failing the screening process, the original screening process. So they're really having a hard time finding the right people. So the idea of gamifying is very simple. They have job seekers play video games within the application process to test key traits important to employers. What a great idea. Playing 6 games for 90 seconds is meant to test cognitive abilities, but job seekers play even before they apply for the position. They sign up, enter their basic job interest and location, play games like Robot Inspector and Mumble Jumble. The app then takes the results and crunches them with data from their profile to generate a set of relevant job postings that are sent to email. So there's 2 ways. There's one when somebody's hiring, they give them games online to play before they ever even meet them to see if they qualify. And 2 is like Monster and things like that, have people play the games to kind of put them into categories so that then they can get job ideas that fit to their talent set. This is fantastic. Like, why haven't they done this? I play video games all the time. Well, back then I did. Speaking of, I haven't played a video game in a long time. I might have to go and do that today. I haven't done that in quite some time, and I like video games. So, all right, onward and upward. Next, net neutrality. So listen, guys, this has been getting thrown around on the news all over the place, okay? And I just wanted to give you a blurb. There's going to be, remember, all the links to what I covered today are going to be in the show notes after the show is completed. It'll be posted up, all right, the link to it. freedomconvo.com morning show, so you can read the full articles, okay? Because I'm just taking little bits and pieces out of things. But I wanted to make sure you guys understood what net neutrality really means, okay? Net neutrality, okay, means, let's see here. The rules first passed in 2015 ban internet service providers from blocking, slowing down, or otherwise discriminating against lawful content. Without these rules in place, your home internet provider would be free to slow down your Netflix connection to try to keep you from paying for cable. Your mobile carrier would be allowed to block Skype in order to promote its own voice plan. So you see what this means. Net neutrality means that the service provider to you cannot control or slow down or do anything to the service they're bringing you based on the content that you're looking at. So I wanted to explain that and just share that little blurb with you because it's getting thrown around. It's very important because imagine that, like I have Comcast here, right? Imagine that Comcast, doesn't want me watching Netflix and wants me buying all my content from them, so they slow me down, So this is an important thing to be aware of and make sure it doesn't happen. Good morning, Julie. Queenie, the new mom. Hey, everybody, we have the new mom on with us today. Julie, I hope everything goes wonderful. I can't wait to see you guys. So, very good. All right, so that is net neutrality. So, next story. This is fantastic, guys. And you're going to want to go to freedomconvo.com morning show when we're done to see this link just to check this out. So, Sweden, this is awesome. Sweden has a promotional event happening right now with Airbnb. Where basically they have gone on and they have said that the entire country of Sweden is available on Airbnb. I'm not making this up. This is amazing. Listen to this thing. Sweden has no Eiffel Towers, no Niagara Falls or Big Bens, not even a little Sphinx. Sweden has something else, though. The freedom to roam. It's their monument. Now, here we go. The freedom to roam is the principle protected by the law that gives all people the right to roam free in nature. This is in Sweden, guys. You can sleep on mountaintops, by lakes, in quiet forests or beautiful meadows, take a kayak out for a spin, experience the wildlife firsthand, pick berries and mushrooms and flowers from the ground, all completely free of charge. The only thing you have to pay is respect for the nature and the animals living there. What they're promoting is that you can go to Sweden right now and basically live anywhere you want as long as it's public land and not private property, and stay there. Like you could stay in the woods. So I went on to Airbnb, pulled up Sweden. I'll put links to these things in the show notes, guys, okay? And they had all these 8 locations. So right here it says beach with large limestone columns in Rakkar. So I pull it up. So you know how on Airbnb it breaks it down with little blurbs about the place you're about to stay? Listen to this one. The beach with large limestone columns has shoreline, has open roof bedroom. All right, it accommodates everyone. Bathrooms are anywhere. Bedrooms outside. Bed type natural. Beds unlimited. Room type open plan. Check-in is whenever. Has an infinity pool because it's on a giant bay. Panoramic terrace. Real air conditioning, and natural heating in May and August, in quotations. That is fantastic, man. I love this. So you'll have to check this out. It's what a great idea of Sweden to do this thing because it's really unique. And they've got commercials that they show and everything on it. It's pretty fun. So, but neat. One last thing to share with you guys before we move on. This I thought was interesting. So Amazon is out in Seattle, right? So a year ago, here we go, back in December 2015, Jeff Bezos decided he wanted to do something good for the community. So he did what any multi-billionaire would do. He opened community banana stands. Seriously. So they have these bananas now. And there was a video of that I watched on YouTube of this, and the people who work the stands for Amazon call themselves banistas. Seriously, not making that up either. Initially, they gave away a reported 1.2 thousand bananas per day. Today, that number has risen to 8,000 bananas per day, and it's about 1.7 million bananas over the last 1.5 years that they have given away at these banana stands as a community outreach. How funny is that? So, very good, guys. All right, let's go and check what our trending Google searches are, guys. The top 10 searches on Google as of yesterday are, number 1, Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead Men Tell No Tales. That's the new movie. Number 2, Chivas vs. Tigres? I don't know. Come on. Why do they got to have these names that I don't understand? Chivas vs. Tigres. Tigers. It's either soccer or boxing. I don't know what it is, man. Number 3, Red Nose Day. That was a big day, big fundraiser. Number 4 is NATO. Number 5 is National Wine Day. That was yesterday, and I missed it. Bummer. Number 6, Jared Kushner is now the focus in the Russia investigation. Number 7, Ali Raisman. Ali Raisman calls out TSA agent for body shaming. She's an Olympic gymnast. Number 8, Volcano Bay. Volcano Bay draws crowds. Universal Orlando's new... Oh, it's in Universal Orlando, so it must be a new ride. Number 9, Ottawa Senators, which is a hockey team. Number 10, Victor Cruz has signed with the Chicago Bears for 1 year. So there's your top 10 most searched Google terms as of yesterday. Let's go check our trending news so we have an idea what's happening in the world today. Trending news, on top of the list, United States Courts Appeals, Trump travel ban blocked, fight headed for Supreme Court. Next, Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan calls on Montana candidate to apologize for assaulting Guardian reporter. After that, Jared Kushner. Jared Kushner under FBI scrutiny in Russia probe. Next is Dusko Markovic. Trump appears to push past Montenegrin Prime Minister. Next, Marawi, Philippines. Philippines official, terror suspect still in besieged city. Next is NATO. Leaders appear to snicker as Trump calls on NATO allies to pay their fair share. Next is Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg has a Harvard degree and a mission, create a sense of purpose. So, Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball in talks to work out for Philadelphia 76ers. So that's the top trending news for today. And we missed that. Can we have? I think we can have a belated National Wine Day. Very good. I like that idea. So that's going to be today. Then we'll make it official. Today is National Belated Wine Day. Perfect. So, all right, guys, let's go on and let's read our passage of wisdom for today and see what's going on. By the way, before we jump into it, a little Barna trend for you, because sometimes can take things for granted, right? Listen to this statistic, guys, okay? More than half of the world's languages still do not have a completed Bible translation. 57% of the world's languages, to be precise, do not have a completed Bible translation. So don't take these passages of wisdom for granted. Even if you're not a believer and you're here with us on the morning show, the wisdom that's in the Bible, even if you just read it just to be wiser and you don't want to know anything more about God or anything like that, that's your prerogative. It will make you wiser. This is where most of the wisdom principles stem from, is one book. 57% of the world don't have an ability to read the book with the most wisdom ever printed on paper. Isn't that amazing? Don't take these things for granted. I mean, I understand if you're not a believer. Just don't take it for granted that it's so available to you. I mean, every hospital room, every hotel room, every house has got, I mean, it's amazing. So anyways, here we go. The passage of wisdom for today. James chapter 4, verses 7 and 8. 2 verses. I like that because the last couple days have been like, whole paragraphs, whole pages, I should say. All right, here we go. Submit yourselves, then, to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Come near to God, and he will come near to you. Wash your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Wow. Talk about a kick in the teeth, right? How you doing, man? This is crazy. Come near to God, and he will come near to you. That is fantastic. I love that. As you draw nearer to him, you get greater and greater understanding of who God is and how it works in your life. It's fantastic. But wash your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. talk about strong, man. That's like the old stiff arm in football. Double-minded man, right? One person who wants to do the right thing but seems to always fall into doing the wrong thing, right? This usually is a person, and this is for people who are non-believers and for people who believe, right, and want to know more about God and strengthen their relationship. Usually it's because you get in such a pickle and you do something wrong. You're like, I don't want to do that again. And you're like, I'm going to do it right next time. And then you try to do it right next time. But you know what? It just feels better the other way. And then they do it the other way. It's this double-minded man. You need to be able to stay focused on one thing. The problem with not having the Bible, where 57% of the world does not have a translated Bible, is that you don't have something that's built in stone, that the wisdom in it doesn't move and change and move all around. It's a permanent target to focus on, so you can be a single-minded person by focusing on the wisdom from one book, which is God-breathed, and that's why the wisdom comes from, you know? So, wow, powerful, double-minded man. So don't be double-minded today. Yes, I know, we probably will all have our moments, but it is something that we can strive for, right? So, very good, guys. It is 7:06 a.m. Let's pray and let's get this Friday kickstarted, all right? Father, good morning and thank you. Father, thank you for this passage this morning. Thank you for the gut check that we could be living a life or moments or things in our day that are double-minded. We say that we love like you love us, but yet we judge a person that's next to us. We say we care about people the way that you have cared about us, but yet we let somebody who needs help go walking by and don't even say a word. Father, today, give us the courage and the strength to be single-minded and focused on grace and love that you have given us when we did not deserve it, that we could take that and keep that feeling and that emotion fresh all day and extend that to the people that are around us. Father, guide us through this long weekend as we travel and spend time with holidays, that the time is fulfilling and enriching for all of us. We thank you so much for the ability to get together with family and friends and share special times together in community, that you designed us to need to live in community. Thank you for that. We praise you and we love you. Amen. All right, guys, that's a wrap. That's a Friday. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Don't forget, all the show notes and links for everything that I shared today will be at freedomconville.com. Morning show link, click on there. I'll put it up also as a comment on the Facebook page, so you can find it there, and it's on the YouTube page as well. And I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I really, man, it's awesome. So, and I love you guys a lot. So until Monday, and I will be here on Monday, guys, all right? But until then, be exactly who you were meant to be, because you were meant for something wonderful. I know it, and deep down inside, you know it. So make sure that you live it. All right? Love you guys. See you later. Have a great day.